Good evening. Queensland Rail and the state government won't say if heads will roll over the significant staff shortages continuing to impact the rail network across the southeast.
Commuters are still being hit hard with hundreds of services to be cancelled in the coming weeks. Pippa Sheehan joins us now. Pippa, is there any relief in sight for passengers?
Well, Georgie, no, there isn't. Across the next 2 weeks, more than 400 services are set to be cancelled as Queensland Rail continues to deal with this massive issue. Now, this means commuters could face waits of up to half an hour on their way to and from work each day. There's more than 100 new staff who've been announced, including 100 train drivers and 100 guards who'll come onto the network. They, however, will need to be trained in the meantime, though no one's saying whose job is on the line over this debacle. Back on track, but not entirely ready to go.
I know that we have got this wrong. I can't explain why we've got this wrong, but we will be looking at that in the very short term. Starting
tomorrow, more than 400 train services will be cancelled across the next 2 weeks due to a lack of adequately trained staff.
We are incredibly angry about what has happened here, but the priority must be on making sure that services are provided.
The government is livid with plans to appoint someone to investigate what went wrong.
To do a forensic examination, I want to know who knew what when, why it was not passed up the chain.
As the issue played out across the weekend in the southeast, the Minister for Transport, Sterling Hinchliffe, attended the Gold Coast 600. The opposition says that's simply unacceptable.
This minister should be sacked, the Premier should be strong and get rid of this minister today.
And this issue did not happen overnight. He's the Transport Minister. It is his job to make sure trains run on time.
Sterling Hinchliffe says he was supporting the event as Minister for the Commonwealth Games.
I was doing that at the same time as keeping in close contact with the CEO, keeping in close contact with our team.
Queensland Rail says it underestimated the amount of training staff would need to familiarise themselves with the new Redcliffe Peninsula line. Commuters venting their frustrations.
I got to the station early considering that there might be hold-ups.
I don't know how they could possibly have let it happen. They've had plenty of time to get more drivers on. I don't know why they couldn't get them.
Now, there are a number of drivers who are in training at the moment. Queensland Rail estimates around 4 or 5 of them will complete their competencies each day, which will help, though this new timetable will be only reassessed in 2 weeks' time. They haven't ruled out more changes. Staff say it's possible these headaches for commuters could last months and say the best thing for anyone to do is to check the TransLink website every day.
It's not good, is it? Thank you, Pippa Sheehan, with that update.